Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and today Dicky McSpeck is taking on the last bigger tour of his season, which is very limited to the first half of the year before all the good contract negotiations are starting, and we are going to take a look at this one once it pops up down here. Alright, let's take a closer look at what this one has to offer. First stage, definitely something we can be looking forward to. There seem to be some minor hills right at the end, so interesting terrain. Then we have stage 2, very flat, very short though. Why is there a category 4 climb where it's completely flat? Maybe there's like a 5-meter ramp or something. And then stage 3, again very much in our favor overall, although a little too flat. And then we have stage 4. These hills are quite far away from the finish line, even though that's a short stage. That's probably like 15 kilometers away from the end. Let's see. No, 10 kilometers. All right, the peak is 10 kilometers away from the finish line. So yeah, maybe good for an attack if we are really strong, but the terrain before then is super easy to ride, so I doubt we will have any advantage over the competition. And then comes the crazy one. Look at that! Isn't that a massive climb? And yes, that is a time trial. So Dicky McSpeck time trialing and in the mountains. That does not bode well, for it concerns my darkest fears. And then we have a very short stage, which is basically a mountain stage, I would say. Why is it supposedly a hilly stage? Maybe because they're not too steep. But yeah, the finish is pretty rough too. So a little uphill. Overall, this will be really interesting to ride. And I doubt we will be placing very well in the general classification. So what we want to do and aim for is the green jersey. Oh yeah, it isn't looking too bad. We have a 0, and 0 at this good shape we have right now means lots of goodies. Look at that, +1 sprints, +1 stamina resistance, and flat. That looks really good. So what do we have here in the final kilometers? Yes, tutorial, I know how to ride now. We have those little inclines right at the end. Maybe we can use them to our advantage. Alright, we are getting into the final stages of this stage, and we do need to get back into position. They have started riding a little harder, as you can see here, and we are running out of people to rubber band with. So if we get to 65, maybe we hold on a little better, and 25 kilometers left. Yeah, let's go with 70 here instead. That should still be good. We are very fresh still, as you can see from the stamina bar, the green bar. But now they are riding pretty hard. Yeah, 20 kilometers still left, so we can be in the back here, but it will be painful to get back to the front. Maybe 75 will help. Alright, I had to do it manually to get into any kind of position here. Somehow it didn't want to happen for me. 170 is going at, that's a bit rough. 10 kilometers left to go. Let's take position all the way up front. And 25 seconds to the escapees. So there they are, and we're just rolling over them. 8 kilometers, 9 kilometers left to go. Let's check out the profile here. So we are moving into this slight little hill, and they are riding at 58 kilometers an hour. So no escaping here. That is basically impossible. So it's all about positioning once again. It was going a little too slow for my taste, so maybe I want to take position at his rear wheel instead. Or his rear wheel instead. Yes, that seems to be a bit better. They are very well positioned right now. 3 kilometers left to go. Still have most of our sprint bar left, and resistance bar is all good.
There's a faller in the pack. A rider is flat on the road.
And we do need to
There's a report
to
over the
get
radio
going
of a
and
rider
not
coming
be...
off his bike.
Oh
But
no,
apparently,
Max Speck.
He's back in the saddle.
Why? Why aren't you riding? Hello? Accelerate! Yes, Max Speck can accelerate. And third place?
Superb
Yes,
sprint
third place.
victory.
I don't
He
know
was the
why Max Speck
strongest
didn't
at
want
the
to ride
last.
there. That was strange, once again. We had a little bit more to
waiting
go
for the
here.
tailenders who continue
So
to arrive.
maybe second place would have been possible easily. If I hadn't screwed up once again. I'm such a bad sprinter. I don't know why. Shouldn't be that difficult.
On the flat.
Ah, nice. Take a look at that. +1 race day condition, and because of our amazing fitness level, which is now a full green circle, we do get loads of good stats here. That should be a good day for us if we don't mess up too much. Also, there is one major challenge in this race, and that is this mountain. Can you see the mountain? Do you spot the mountain? Yes, there it is, right in the middle. It's probably like 10 meters above sea level. And then, let's take a look at the finish. A little wavy, but nothing major. The finish line is basically all uphill, so we shouldn't launch our sprint all that early.
More than a minute on the clock. The brake seems to be working.
And here we go, almost at the end. And now it's time to slow down a little. 12.7 kilometers away from the finish line. We are in a decent position right now. Probably want to move up a little more and go to 75 here, just to make sure that we don't drop off. We have plenty of resistance bar left. They are moving at a fair speed, as you can see. The escapees are still about a minute out. Not too bad though. So yeah, it's looking like a standard run into the finish. Let's see what the constellation will be for these tiny inclines and if they're going super hard across them or not.
The pack is putting the squeeze on the brake.
And yes, they are indeed going very fast across here. Max Specker's at almost 170 to just be hanging on. Very good pace, no attacking today, that's for sure. Now we caught them. We did forget our spec bar once again. That is my favorite thing to do after all. Max Spec is on a diet. This guy is going. Let's try and not get too far behind. Well, I think they are sprinting a little early. So let's follow these guys here. They seem to be going. That's this finish again. I think I need to sprint now to really get moving. Yes, there we go. Max Spec, Max Spec. Go on, go on. Max Spec, accelerate. Yes, yes, sir. That was much better than usual. Even though you're only riding 49 kilometers an hour.
It was very well deserved.
Yes, that is the correct question to ask. Who could beat Max Spec? Well, that was finally a sprint well done by myself. I didn't wait for anyone to go, but instead took the initiative. Very good there. We are on course for getting the green jersey, I think. Let's take a look here. We have 25 points on this stage and 41 in total. So we need to get in front of this guy at least once. He's a decent sprinter, but... oh no, he's decent at hills as well. So, yeah. But he's a noob. Oh no, not really a noob. 29 years old. He's maybe already a grandpa or something. Yes, and we are good on the flat. Even though we only have a race day condition of 0, we do get a few nice stats once again, especially the +1 sprint and +1 flat and +1 stamina. So this is a really, really long stage today, and 224 kilometers to be exact. Let's see how this goes. We were noted as a 3-star general today, so we should be pretty good. It's really a super long row of attacks and high speed at the start, which I really like today, because that gives me all the time to rubber band at the start, and that reduces our opponent's stamina bar a little bit, which reduces their overall speed, which then increases the effort they have to invest in order to just hang on, which then reduces their stamina further, and it's a little bit of a vicious cycle. So I think this will be perfect today. Look at that. We are saving loads of stamina right now, and now they finally gave up. And now that, on the other hand, is something really, really stupid. Do you see that? There's an escape group with the polka dot jersey in it on a stage which doesn't have a single hill. That is such a waste of energy. I don't think that was intended by the developers. Alright, we are getting close to the finish here, and these hills really aren't much of a challenge. But there's still 30 kilometers left to go, 4 hills, and now they're riding super hard. Let's slow this down a little bit, and also it has started raining, so heightened crash risk. And we probably want to move up to the front a little bit more, 22 kilometers away from the finish. Get into a better position now that they are riding in the rain. I don't want to die with Mechspec smear fat all over the road. That isn't my goal today.
They're on the ground.
Yes, and there are the falls I was speaking of. But we are in a good position right now, and this is the final little hill coming up soon. And at this speed, I don't think it's worth attacking. But let's take a position even further up to the front. 75 now. And mental note, don't forget the spec bar today, because this might be important after such a long day. We do have a little less than half of our stamina bar still left over. I think that is really good. We should have a high base speed. Now comes the final little incline. I'm not sure if I want to be all the way back here, sitting at the rear, but rather let's get use this little hill to get further to the front.
All in the pack. Apparently,
And we are riding really fast compared to the others. Let's see, the speed difference 39 versus 46. It's rather impressive, Mechspec, but 6 kilometers? And they have lots of power left in them, I guess. That's a good dude riding here up front right now. 40 kilometers an hour. Versus 46. Yeah, I think we could get away. But it's a little risky, isn't it? Let's accelerate up to 85 and see if we can pull away. No, we can't. So, yeah. That definitely shouldn't happen.
In the pack. Thank goodness everyone else escaped unhurt.
And this guy is the one which we need to take a look at. Oh!
Says that a rider is down.
There is someone going really fast here now. No, they're just getting back into position. Alright, now we have a good rear wheel, I think. A decent one. Just riding along for the moment. 4 kilometers left to go, and spec bar is popped. I hope that will suffice. And now this time around, well, who's this guy? Maybe he's left behind from last time. And this time around, again, we don't want to be waiting on them too much. I don't want to be stuck here. Fuck! I was stuck. Stuck. Sprint, 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 Mechspec. On the outside, you go on the outside, and accelerate, accelerate! No! No, the wrong dude won! That was close. I was too boxed in there. That was really unfortunate. I probably lost some, quite a few wheel lengths there, and that was the difference at the end. So, this will be a really, really close fight for the sprint jersey.
Good on the flat.
Damn it, a -2 race day condition today. But on the other hand, if I look at the stats, it's not too serious, apart from maybe the resistance down here. Sprint ratings are not affected, flat not either, and let's take a look at the finish. It's looking interesting. There are these two hills right before the finish, 10 kilometers away from the line, as we did see before. And, let's set this one up first, 60, and hold position. And, yeah, so that might be a good place to attack if we are all fresh and so. Because we do need a few more seconds on the current leader on the sprint of the sprinters, and we do want to make sure that we do get the yellow jersey if possible, so that we have had it at least one day, I would say. Probably makes the sponsors happy. Whoa! Okay, now that is really, really bad luck. The yellow jersey just suffered a puncture, and we are just chasing down the escape group, so that's an insane speed. McSpeck can barely hang on at 70, so that will be tough for him to get back. He will eventually, but that costs him a lot of stamina, so we may have a chance, an additional chance just because of that. Yeah, just look at the speed they are riding. This is crazy town. We have already almost lost all the resistance, and the escapees are just not giving up front. They're just like, fuck that, guys, we are riding anyway. And now, are they slowing down? Are they fine? Yeah, I think they are finally giving up the chase. That is good to know. Yes, there we are. And now the yellow jersey will be able to get back, but they will have lost a lot of stamina. Oh no, they continue to chase. What the hell are they doing?
That's more than 2 minutes separating them.
3 minutes to the yellow jersey now, and taking that back for him won't be easy. It's tough. Especially like the stamina loss will be insane for him. Poor guy. There was just a puncture, no crash or anything. And they continue to ride super hard. I don't know why. They're just a minute ahead of them. So what the hell is going on? Is there someone who wants the King of the Mountain jersey or something? And now the complete peloton. Look at this. The complete peloton is completely dead. And now they finally caught them. And now new attacks are starting, obviously. And the yellow jersey is over 6 minutes back. That is a crazy setup for a stage. And we still have all our resistance bar and a good portion of our stamina bar. So we are just looking at this and facepalm. Double, triple facepalm. Oh, and now look at that. Oh, there was another big fall. But the yellow jersey is now being able to catch up now that there are no more attacks in here. Oh, is that an attack coming? Yep, there's an attack going. And the yellow jersey is back in the pack. That was pretty bad for him. That's really bad. So after this super hard ride today, I think this is the perfect opportunity to try to get a few seconds or even minutes on the rest of the peloton. Just look at how wasted they are already. Look at my teammates here. They are pretty empty. And their resistance bar is much shorter, and we are doing really well considering especially the race day condition -2. Just imagine how it would be with +2. But yes, we are now in the in this hill. It's pretty steep, 6.5% aroundish, and long enough to make a difference. So we are going really easy up now compared to everyone else, and hope that it isn't splitting off, and then we get back into position for the downhill and the next hill, so that we are all good and ready to get going for the attack, all fresh as well. I'm kind of stuck back here. Let me through, you lazy bastards. There we go. Oh my god, McSpeck. Come on, McSpeck, get through. Finally, thank you. Yes, okay, 85. Now let's get moving here. And I think they are really in poor condition overall. So if someone lets me through here, maybe they just... No, they're riding super hard. I can't even follow really with A5. So no attack there. Nope. Nothing going on there. And McSpeck is coming through. Can he still attack is the question. I think he can. But how quick are those guys riding? 52 and McSpeck is at 63. We may have a little bit of lack of resistance bar though. But it is more or less downhill from here, so we can try if we have a high enough speed. Yeah, let's just try out and attack. And pop our spec bar. Now we're going for it. And I don't think those guys can follow even if they really want to. 54 seconds, 1 minute. Nice. So now McSpec, pop your spec bar, come on. We have a little lack of resistance, I think. 5.2 kilometers left to go. 1 minute 10 on the clock.
The riders just passed the 5 kilometers road sign.
But another downhill coming now, and we have our spec bar active. That's looking really good. 1 minute 13 still on the clock. We are holding the advantage. And now an uphill section into the finish. And that's the final kilometer. 600 meters left. Let's go at 99. Just inch out everything we have, and we're almost empty there. Perfect. Alright. So let's see how much time we get. 50 seconds around-ish, I think. And look at that. There's our arch enemy is nowhere to be seen. That is exactly... No, there he is. 5th place. But still. Many other sprinters were much better, so the yellow jersey definitely loses its yellow jersey and sprint jersey today to me, McSpec, the ultimate hero of sprinting. Alright, let's take a look at the results. We are having a lead of 52 seconds to second placed Lasca Francesco. Or Francesco Lasca, rather that. I don't know why they always put the last name first. That's so confusing to me. Anyway, let's see how many points we have. Sprinters, yes, 86 versus 82, so we have a slight lead. It means on the final stage we can't let our guard down, but before the final stage we have this massive problem in the way, and that is the mountain stage. Okay, here we are. Let's take a look at how steep this is. Oh, fucking hell. It's red. You can barely see it because it's because of the scale. But this looks like it's 9-ish% steep. And let's see. The first bit is really flat though. And most people, or most riders here, the AI will tell it to like ride really fast here because on average we are getting forward really fast, but that's the wrong thing to do. You have to ride reasonably moderate tempo first and then accelerate once it gets a little steeper. So more effort, I mean. Let's see how they are riding, like 180 around-ish on the first bit, and then around 175, 174, 175 to keep it. So that's probably something we are going to aim at. And let's hope for a good race day condition today. Alright, McSpec is up next. Let's see, race day condition... race day condition 0? Oh, -1. -1. Time trial 56 and mountain 59. I think that might be a little terrible today. So let's see how we do this. So we have to ride pretty slow at the first, but then just let it go here and ride a constant speed for the rest. Let's see where we end up with 70. That might be a little high. Let's see, 75-ish. Yeah, maybe a little high. More like this. Yeah, 65. get rid of a little bit of the blue bar, which is the distance bar, and then hammer it home on the on the mountain stretch. Let's see how this goes. And now we accelerate. Now we do need 70, I guess. Maybe even a little more, 72 or something. Yeah, 72 is a little high. Overall, we have used up our advantage already. And now let's see what time we have. How many hours we have lost. 22 seconds. We've only lost 22 seconds. That isn't too bad. But now, Speck, I think you are riding a little too hard. That won't last all the way, especially now that it's getting steeper. There's the final kilometer. And it's super steep here, but then it's not that steep after this little bit. So I hope we can accelerate a little with our last bit of resistance. And get closer to the finish without dying. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. We are now used up completely. 16 kilometers an hour, 17, and there we go for the finish. We only lost 1 minute and 12 seconds so far. That isn't too bad. And maybe we can get the yellow jersey if we don't mess up tomorrow. Let's see how the standings are. What? What? Look at that! Speck is still leader in the general classification by 5 seconds. Whoa. Okay, that is impressive. Mighty impressive. Very well done, Speck. So let's see what tomorrow holds.
The route is fairly hilly, so there should be plenty of action.
Today, Speck has a 0 race day condition and a little bit extra stamina, which we really don't need, but resistance will be helpful. And yeah, this isn't too steep, so maybe we stand a chance here. It's more wavy than really difficult. We do need to conserve our energy as best we can, though. Yeah, let's see how this first one goes. Alright, we are moving into the first mountain. They are going pretty fast right now. There's a breakaway group of 10 riders, and the mountain rating is coming up in 4.4 kilometers, so it isn't that long. I think we do have to go at 70 to not be rubber banded too much at the start, and then we can always try to fall back a little. Wow, okay, they are moving super hard right now. Who is this guy up front? How is he riding so hard? That's not fair. Alright, we're getting close to the summit, and it is in just 0.5 kilometers. So let's get back to 60 here and start our recovery early. And then rubber band back on the downhill. We recovered all of the stamina lost. No, not stamina lost, resistance lost. And now we are slowly moving into the second time around for this mountain. And then I think this over here is just a really easy rolling end to it, but we might be challenged by some hill riders. Yeah, we do need all the resistance we can have to conquer that one. So far it doesn't look too bad. We are getting along at 70 really well. So I hope they accelerate to the point where I'm falling back and everyone gets exhausted, but I can just about hang on to the back of the peloton for that. Yeah, it's looking like that is exactly going to happen.
Attack!
They might be chasing the king of the mountain points. And there we go. So now we are back in the downhill. And let's go at 65 and try to hang on to the front or get back to the front. and
Oh my, the guys up front
recuperate
are going to be
some
making 20
resistance.
today. Some sort of
Alright, now
tactical
we're in the
choice.
front,
The riders are
and we
entering
get
the
back
last
to
15
60.
kilometers of the stage.
Now the steep downhill will be perfect for us to get back all the resistance. And now it's just 11 kilometers back to the line, so wow. And we are riding really slow? 60 in that downhill. Where's the wind coming from? It's somewhat from behind. This is a little hard to ride as a loner on all the way to the finish, as it's too much uphill. But I don't know. Maybe they are moving so slowly though. 50 kilometers now, they should be accelerating.
There are just 10 kilometers left.
Yes, they are. 75 we need now. And I think this might end in a mass sprint up the mountain. And no, I won't forget my spec bar. 6 kilometers away from the line, but it is a lot of uphill, so... Ooh, and look how slow they are. Let me try something here. If I accelerate out to this side... And they are going slow. 5 kilometers left to go, and there's a little flat section coming, so let me try to attack. Attack, attack, attack. Can they follow? No, not really. Alright, let's do this. Pop the spec bar and see if we can't get a little advantage on them. So now we do need to ride at 99. Because it's only 3 kilometers left. We had all our resistance bar left. Ooh, they are really close behind though. They are really close behind. That won't work. No, that won't work. 1.8 kilometers left. Wow, they are super strong. How are they riding so well? But look, everyone will have the same time. Now I just hope that the green jersey guy won't be able to... Yeah, there's the line. Okay. Okay. No, he came in second. Ah, damn it. Let's see how that pans out. This was a shit move, McSpeck. No attacking for you uphill next time. That is not how you win a stage, it seems. So everyone was placed on the same time, and I think this dude got back his jersey, his sprinter jersey. General, yep, with a big margin. So that was a fail on our side. But on the other hand, Dicky McSpeck managed to get the yellow jersey and win the tour. So yeah, not too bad, considering that there was a mountain time trial and basically a short mountain stage in this thing. The high fitness levels definitely are paying off here, even though we had pretty poor race day conditions. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed, and see you next time!